This video is a first in a series to show you guys how to use Prezi, which is basically a good program that you can use instead of Microsoft PowerPoint. It does kind of the same thing, but has some newer features. So once you log in, what you're going to do is you're going to create a new Prezi. We're going to go ahead and let that screen load up there. And this is where you're going to come up with. You're going to have many templates that you can choose from here. Notice you can do some more over this way. I always tend to like starting with a blank Prezi because none of these really tend to go along with exactly what I want to do. So we're going to go ahead and start with a blank Prezi. And the first thing I want to show you, this is the screen that's going to come up. This is your kind of working desktop here. And one of the best features about Prezi is how much space you really do have to work with. I'm just scrolling my mouse outward. You can use all this space. And I'm going to do the same going inward. Let's focus up here a little bit. And you can also see how far you can zoom in really before you run out of space. So I'll show you how to use that feature in a little bit to kind of add more interest to your presentations. Alright, so let's take a look around here. You'll notice that you've got many buttons around the perimeter of this. Here's your present button, you've got your undo and save. These are the three buttons you're going to use most, the frames and arrows, insert, and themes. So let's start here. Let's pick a theme first of all for our presentation. I tend to like the citrus one here. So I'm going to choose that and go ahead and click out. That looks good. So with my starting box, simply go ahead and click the box that's there to add your text. Alright, and you can notice that you can change your font size, color, bold, italics, all of those things are available up here to you. The three buttons here, these are what are custom for this specific theme. So I like the look of that, and we can go ahead and add some text back down here as well. Alright, and let's go ahead and let's center this one. Alright, and I like the look of that. Alright, so this will be my starting slide. I'm going to use that term because it's very similar, like I said, to the Microsoft Word. Microsoft PowerPoint. You'll notice there's a number 1 over here. Don't worry about that for right now. We'll get to that later. Let's focus on adding in a new slide, and I'm going to call them frames in here. Let's do a new frame. So that'll be this button right here, and here are all of your choices. You have these 4 basic choices to kind of go from. So let's do a bracket frame. And all I want to do is choose an area on here, and it can be wherever. I'm just going to technically put it here. And I'm just holding down my left mouse button to kind of drag a rectangle about the size that I want. Alright, go ahead and I'm going to scroll my screen over that way. And all I want to do is click on the inside of there, and that will automatically put a text box in. Now, I can go ahead and make this text box larger, smaller. Let me add something in here. I'm just going to call it, box 1 here, just for sake of what we have. And let's make it a little larger because I don't want it to look like that. Alright, let's click out of that. Now that's not where I want it. So if I click out of this one and just click on it, you'll notice there's a hand here. And I can go ahead and manipulate that. And clicking on the letters then will bring that back up. So let's center this once again. Okay, I kind of like how that looks. Notice you can make this larger or smaller. And you can also rotate it, and I'll talk about that a little more. So that looks kind of good to me. Alright, let's talk about some of the zoom-in features here. Let's go ahead and scroll my mouse to zoom in. And let's put another box in here. Let's do frames and arrows again. Let's this time do a circle. And once again, click in the middle just somewhere for a text box. And I'm going to label this box 2. Make it a little larger here, click outside of it, click on this to kind of maneuver it around, and that looks good to me. Now you'll notice when I zoom back out, how far in that actually is. And I'll show you how that kind of looks in presentation form in a little bit. Alright, for the next video when you guys come back, I will show you a couple more features, and and get underway with some of the other things that you can do on Prezi. Thanks.